Which player could have the biggest drop off from last year? So this is going the totally opposite direction.
Ooh, man, that's a hard one. I mean, it really is. As much as I hate this, I mean, I go down the list. I don't want any of them to have a drop off year. Just because of the injury and how that may affect him, I'm going to go with Altuve, and I'm not going to say he's going to have a horrible year, but he's had some fits and starts. He had a couple of really good months last year, certainly, but it's not as if he had a terrific season all the way through. I'm going to say a bit of a downturn for Altuve.
In the WBC, I mean, he came out, guns blazing. I think smoked a couple of home runs in those pool play games. And then I'm just thinking too, it's a broken thumb. I mean, it's not soft tissue. It's nothing crazy like that. And once his bones healed, I mean, he's going to pick up a bat and start swinging it and, get used to the impact, the fast twitch muscles. I mean, all that's going to come back. I don't think it's him. For a lot of people, and the numbers lend itself to be true, the easy answer is Jose Abreu. A lot of people, Vegas believes that he's going to see a massive decline in his productivity. I don't know if you guys have seen the over-under totals so far on them to begin the season with Abreu, but the home run numbers and RBI numbers are down pretty considerably from not just his 162, but just, I mean, what he's been, in the game for the last 5-6 years, been an MVP in the COVID shortened season. I don't agree with that one. I think, in fact, he's going to continue to mash. I'm looking at Framber Valdez. He won 17 ball games last year. He was in the race for the Cy Young for much of the season. And not to say that I would expect him to fall off a cliff, but in terms of like a natural decline, just as hitters in the American League kind of maybe begin to figure him out a little bit, this ongoing chess match that we see in games, within a series, within a season. Sometimes it happens like this within a career, and he's just going to have to kind of figure that out and put it together. I wouldn't be surprised to see a slight decline with Framber's numbers.
Man, I'm worried I'm agreeing too much with Sean, but I agree with Sean here. Framber Valdez, and I'll throw out some numbers for you. He had 226 innings last year between the regular season and postseason. That's 90 more than the previous year. The big jump in innings is a concern. Plus, the new rules worry me a bit with Framber because he'd occasionally take a few extra seconds. When he was struggling, he'd use that time to help him mentally. We know that part of his game. Can he get out of a tailspin with the pitch clock?
You're listening to Houston Sports Talk.